bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick it off to get us underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They'll give it to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On the option. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick toss. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
No gain on the play. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a 1st down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They believe they can run right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
The Knights are marching down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, and they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Ashley. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
A moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now they'll see.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the pressure pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they did force the incompletion.
Third and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end.
And he's running in the open. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now on 1st down from the 30. Fast motion from the offense. Give to the back. Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again. Off he goes! Bulldozes his way through. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Knights. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. First down for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the run. Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Goes to the option. The pitch. At the 40, there he goes. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
No doubt you get those nerves out. You get a few of those.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Quickly out to the tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's first down from the 11. Swings it out to the flat. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no day. Down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think
he's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Now on the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scrambling plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. At the 45 on its way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. He's got it on the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Extending the play. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Gets rid of it with the catch. It's good. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab enough for the first. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He'll toss it. Hold down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. The option look. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
It is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Looking to pass on second down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown Knights! And that one will give him the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger. He lets it fly. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On second down, wants to throw. Going deep. Snags it down the right side.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The hand to the running back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. This is Colorado 27, UCF 24.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
It's a reverse. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home, stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. It's complete on the right side. Knocked down for the tackle. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down. Quarterback moving. Looking for the score. Touchdown, UCF! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Number 13,
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The inside handoff. Got room at the 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Grabs it inside the 15. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day. What you just said, David, and it works to perfection.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They keep attacking through the air. Right on target this time. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They move on top here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is running away with this one today thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCF offense ready to go back to work. Off-play action on first down. He's going for the big play. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
A first down for the offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's looking deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Knights! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
He wants to throw here on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. You're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They want to run this quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call it running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Bucks! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? From the gun, running back on the move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On second down, he'll fire. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and the ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On third down, going up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Yeah, and this is great offense. You want to finish it. You want to finish the drill with your offense on the field and that clock ticking. Nice job converting on third down and basically salting this game away.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.